Well, despite the odds that may be playing out against him, President Barrow, a lot of people believe, is still having a larger influence when it comes to being elected or re-elected in 2026. That is all because of the massive infrastructural development that his government has embarked on lately. As you can see, the massive infrastructural development, the latest one, which was the inauguration of a port in Sanyang, and also road construction, electricity, and a lot of other amenities that the electorate could be energized to vote for Barrow, even though he is not seen to be.
growing, and we strengthened grip and consolidating our support base in the country, primarily based on our party policies and program and our manifesto that we we sold to the Gambian people in 2021, and they bought that in excess, and we are delivering. His Excellency President Adama Barrow is committed to revolutionizing the Gambia in terms of economy, in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of both physical and abstract development, human development, uh, you know, and building and strengthening the already existing democratic credentials that we have as a country, and a commitment to protecting life, properties, people's liberties, people's rights, and delivering the services. It's a cross-cutting issues, but we are so that comes 2026, Gambians will return us to power because, as we speak, now President was out today to inspect major roads and stretches that he is constructing in the Greater Banjul area. He visited Tabokoto, Sinchu, Costa Road, Joko, Ibo Town, and of course around Gambia'S, Naris, and there are a lot of infrastructural development ongoing in the Greater Banjul area, of course, including Banjul, the KM West Coast, and every region and every constituency. We have a policy of ensuring that each constituency and each district in the Gambia have access to the national cake by providing them water, electricity, you know, um, health, education. And for the first time in the history of the Gambia, we have prudent macroeconomic policies that is driven by national funding, the expenditure, as well as enhancing revenue collection. So, because of that, for the first time in the history of the Gambia, we've been able to build roads from the GLF, the Gambia Local Fund. No grant and no loan, 100%. I mean, the roads in LRR, some roads in Napang, some roads in Sierra, as well as you are 100% funded from the local fund. And of course, we have modernized and will continue to modernize the road network within the Greater Banjul area to ease congestion and movement of traffic and services, people and goods within the Greater Banjul area. Addition to, of course, plan on the offing to start construction soonest bypass road from Sting Corner via Joswan, Town, Talinding, Buko Mandinarin. There will be a flyover road. And of course, government has invited Gambians and Ghana also to invest in that. And the OIC road has, the third phase has been launched, and of course, the youth roads, bypass would be, and that will be one at um, Jabang Super Satellite will also be built. So we are also on course of delivering 100% electricity to Gambian by end 2026. And as we speak, about 70 to 80% of rural communities, all infrastructure, which is of course a major work, which is a lot of hurdles, a lot of time wasting, have been completed. Of course, as we speak now, most areas in North Bank, Sierra, URR, they are now fixing and putting in meters, household meters, various household, and we're hopeful that in the next couple of weeks, a month, about 2 3 months, we will be able to energize those one, and by end of this year.
Well, as I said, this is a 50-50 thing. I mean, in one sense, a lot of the stakes or the odds are in Barrow's favor as the incumbent, and you know, and because of that, um, he, he has a lot of factors. For example, building roads and schools and hospitals and electricity, for example, have reached areas of the country that it has never reached. And those are the reasons people elect government. So, regardless of the quality or the cost of it to us, and all the corruption surrounding all of those things, at the end of the day, I think people in Basse are glad that there's a bridge, and so what is behind the bridge and all of that, it doesn't matter to people. Um, so when you look at those things, those are factors in his favor. All right. But also, as the incumbent, as I said, will he abide by electoral laws and ethical conduct, not to exploit the incumbency, taking public resources to use, um, for that purpose. So, but if he does, that is also in his favor. And in a country where there's so much poverty and deprivation, and this is a culture that we are used to, because Jame, remember, would say, if you don't vote for me, there'll be no development in your area. So I mean, um, so there are a lot of things in his favor. But on the other hand, too, I mean, there are a lot of things in the favor of the opposition. The corruption, the inefficiency, the high cost of living, the unemployment. And so many social economic factors that are in favor of the opposition to utilize. All right. Um, but then a united opposition is favorable to the opposition, but a divided opposition is favorable to Barrow. So one has to look at all of these factors to say, you know, what are in his favor and what are not in his favor, and the same for the opposition. So that's why for me, it's 50.
You keep watching and liking our videos, commenting on them, engaging with us so that the YouTube algorithm could push this video to other people who are also interested in the niche we are covering. My name is Adama Barrow.